Big Mountain on Magic, 8:36 on the clock, and lots of sunshine out there, and up to 31 degrees here in downtown Lyndonville. Just again, a real quick reminder, for the next couple of hours, there's going to be some traffic delays on Center Street in Linden. There's some utility work being done, and there's flag crews out there. So at least for the next couple of hours, just plan on delays or avoid the area. Tuesday morning, it's beautiful sunshine out, and Mike Barrett in the studio. I won't say beautiful, but good morning, Mike.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for pausing on the beautiful part. That's good.
So as we lead into our weekly installment of Good Policies here, I had tears in my eyes when I logged into Facebook yesterday. Our dear friend Melissa posted up a wonderful, wonderful post about an event that happened this weekend at the Fenton Chester Ice Arena. Let's hear about this fun stuff.
What an amazing time. So, one of the things that we love is the Northeast Kingdom Cancer Action Network, NECAN, is that there are groups and individuals that do events and make us the benefactor, right? So we did not sponsor. We were not a participant in this event. This is Melissa and the incredible family of Melinda Miller paying the most incredibly honorable tribute to her memory by hosting this event and doing this event. And we've watched it year over year. I believe we've seen it just grow substantially from maybe $4,000 one year to $7,500 the next, over $11,000 raised this past weekend. And when Melissa let me know that, I was a bit dumbfounded. I'm like, wow, how do we thank them for that? That's amazing. So we worked on a graphic and created a thank you post. But we like to promote and let people know about events that are happening in the area that people are doing on our behalf. Because, yes, we have our own events, but not every event is ours. And for those who take the time and dedication to do that, we just simply can't say enough thank yous to them.
Well, and then another one recently, just out of the clear blue sky, Paula Ward posted up that Cole Gennard at Danville School turned a game into a fundraising event, a basketball game, and he raised, $2,200?
Yeah, and LI had an event a few weeks ago where there were over 5,000. I mean, Jeff, this is adding up. And, we're still cutting checks feverishly every month. And, we're cutting between 25 to 36 checks a month to individuals in the Northeast Kingdom who are battling cancer. And to see these funds coming in means we can continue what we're doing. And it's amazing. It's the best feeling in the world. I'm not going to lie to you.
Great stuff. All right. So where do we want to start off with good policies?
Well, I'm going to read something to you, and I'm going to watch your response, and I'm sure everybody listening will watch your response too.
Okay.
So here it says, "Dear so-and-so," I won't name names. "Our current liability investigation for the following claim indicates that you are potentially liable for damages that may exceed your coverage limits. You may be personally responsible for the amount that exceeds that limit." How do you feel about that, Jeff?
I would be dumbfounded because I don't have the best coverage on my vehicle. I have the best coverage for my budget, and it wouldn't cover the cost of a new vehicle, but I don't plan on having an accident. That's not good news to get.
No, nobody plans on having an accident. I'm going to read another line out of this just to kind of really put the point in here.
All right.
It says, "If so, you may be personally responsible for paying the amount that exceeds the limit. If a lawyer is needed to defend you, we will hire one. But because the damages in this claim could exceed your policy limits, you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense to represent you for this additional liability. We will cooperate fully with any lawyer you might decide to hire on your own." So, wow, right? So that is an auto insurance claim. And believe me, I don't know who this individual is. I came across this and thought, what a great conversation to have. And that's a real email that an individual had gotten from their insurance carrier after an accident occurred where bodily injury occurred. So when we talk about the importance of choosing the right liability, I mean, you said it already, Jeff, and I love that you said it because it's my favorite thing. I don't plan on it either, but it can happen. That's why it's an accident. So, you need to really pay attention to the limits of liability you have. Now, we're really in a cost savings world, right? We all want something for less, and I get it. That's why we all, look all over the place for everything that we're buying and getting it as cheap as we possibly can. And I think that makes good sense. Certainly some level of frugality there, which is good for everybody. when it comes to insurance, thinking of it as a commodity is not good. And that's what the industry has really done with all the marketing and advertising. They've really turned insurance into a commodity and not what it really represents, which is protection. You're buying something to protect yourself from potential financial disaster, life-altering events that can occur in your lifetime. You're looking to make sure that you have a frontline level of coverage that can hopefully subvert that, because you've worked hard. Everything you got for busting your butt, blood, sweat, and tears. And I'm talking any asset, whether it be your home, your auto, your any real estate you have, your life insurance, your retirement accounts. You know, if you're in a situation where your liability limits are exhausted, all of that is up for grabs. All of that.
And that's a big chunk to pay, because I was reading somewhere the other day, the average price of a vehicle in the United States in just the last 3 to 5 years has gone up 30%.
Yeah.
The average price of a new vehicle is in the range of $45,000 to $55,000. So if you have a liability insurance coverage of $30,000, you might get that email if you're involved in an accident.
Very, very likely. You know, so in the state of Vermont specifically, the minimum liability for auto insurance is $25,000 bodily injury per person, $50,000 bodily injury per accident. Now, remember, per person up to $25,000. Let's say there's 3 people in the car; they all need $25,000. You're not getting the $75,000 because you have the $50,000 bodily limit for the accident, right? So remember that. And then $10,000 for property damage, which is going to go right against what you're saying about the cost of vehicles. State of Vermont minimums are nowhere near sufficient to protect you at all. And if you go to the next tier, which is $50,000, $100,000, $25,000, you're still really pretty lean and mean. Go to the next one, $100,000, $300,000, $100,000. Pretty darn good. Nothing's a guarantee, but that's better than what I was mentioning prior. Going even higher is, you know, I remember there was a fire on Main Street in St. Johnsbury, and one of the business owners at the time was quoted in the paper, "Buy as much insurance as you can afford." And at the time, I was young, not in the industry, and thought, well, what a ridiculous statement that is. And now I look at it and go, what a true statement that is. Very, very insightful. I'm not saying spend too much money, but I'm saying if you're looking to shave costs, maybe liability is not the place to do it.
Right. So the only way to figure that out is to have the conversation.
Yes, and give us a call, 748-5224. You can find our office on Portland Street in St. Johnsbury, online, thebarrettagency.com, Google, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Just look for Barrett Insurance Agency. And one last NEK can mention. So we have our scavenger hunt coming up next month, and we launched it over the weekend. For the first time, you can go to our website, sign up, create a team, add people to your team, and you can all fundraise online for the scavenger hunt. So
those are always fun.
Yeah, learn the details at nekcan.org.
Yeah, so when you see a minivan rolling around and 6 people jump out of it and they're running into a business, you know what's going on.
They're on a mission.
All right. Mike, thanks an awful lot. Enjoy the sunshine, okay?
You too.
Good Policies Tuesdays on Magic, and you're just minutes away from our Hometown Minute on Magic in the Morning.